you do definitely talk about a lot of the challenges that Rachel faces. And, was some of that easier to write because you were kind of basing it off of your experiences of launching on your own brand as well?
Yeah. I drew a lot from my own experiences because, starting your own fashion brand is extremely stressful, and there's a lot going on behind the scenes,
Yeah.
I didn't sugarcoat anything for Rachel. Rachel struggles a lot in the book. And, but yeah, but I made Rachel, I didn't make Rachel. It's like, Rachel always, has fun doing what she wants to do in the end, right? And that's how I am as well. So I kind of, made that the same. But I did make up the way Rachel started her fashion brand. She started with handbags, and I started Blanc and Eclair with sunglasses. So it was a sunglass line collection.
A lot of the readers and audience here want to juggle so many things, but how do you do that without, sacrificing everything? Like, do you have some advice to be able to juggle a lot of the ambitions we have?
Well, you can't do everything by yourself. I feel like you have to have a really good support network and good people around you that you can really rely on and trust and, ask for advice. And, family is also very important. I feel like they're my roots. You always need a place where you can, fall to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are all very important. And
see that in your personal life as well, where you're always, the happiest and your true self when you're with your own family too. So everything is all very touching. And I'm sure everyone in the audience also feels that way. They love seeing you with your family.
And I really miss them. I've been here for like 3 months now.
3 months.
It's the longest I've ever been away from home.
I know. This is like real homesickness. It's like you're off to college and haven't seen your parents or family in so long. How is it different writing the sequel from writing your debut book? Was it harder or easier? Like, I feel like once you have the characters established, for me, it may be easier, but then it might be harder to develop more of a storyline too, I think it was actually, kind of harder because my first book, Shine, was so well received, and thanks to the readers and fans and all the supporters. But because of that, I think it was a bit harder this time. I wanted to write something that's really respectful, truthful, and also just incredibly romantic and fun fiction novel, Yeah.
Yeah. And
but
so
I personally think
felt very responsible to write a better book than Shine.
I think both are very beautifully written. But I get what you mean, because you got such like amazing glowing reviews for the first book. And I think just trying to keep up with that momentum that you have. But you know what? It's already #1. And I think people are going to love this new release. Clearly emotionally heavy towards the end. So, she was wondering what was the most challenging part about writing it.
Well, in the book, Rachel is in such a difficult situation towards the end of the book. And I think it was challenging to write that because I wanted to do it authentically, as authentic as possible. And in order to do that, I had to return to and relive the most difficult moments of my life. So So yeah, I got kind of emotional too writing this.
Yeah.
But I hope it turned out perfect for you guys. And
I think everyone's going to be crying. It was very definitely emotional.
Yeah.
How important is Leah in this story, and kind of mirroring that to your relationship with Crystal too?
Well, Leah, I pronounce it Leah.
Leah.
Yeah, because actually Crystal really liked that name, so she actually made the name for herself.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Leah is definitely a really important character, and she really helps Rachel through the way. Like, Rachel might be kind of uptight, while Leah is more fun-loving, and Leah can kind of say, "Hey, let's relax. Let's go have fun. Let's play." But yeah, the difference is, I guess, is that Leah is just like she's just a little ball of brightness and happiness.
How did writing her relationship with her family kind of change now that she's older? She's a lot more mature and independent.
Rachel, right?
Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah. I guess Rachel is still the same. She's, her character, she has a big dream. She's a big dreamer, and she has a big heart, but she's matured a lot, and she went through so many things, and she's at the height of her career. But then I think she also, I expressed it in the book, but then she also found that family was the most important thing, and that they always support you no matter what.
Yeah. How would you describe your book in 3 words?
Glamorous, romantic.
Romantic for sure.
And shocking. There are some shocking events in here that you guys don't want to miss.